figured I'd do a video to kind of do some self-reflection and stuff because as I'll show you, I got a real bad habit of starting knives and getting them like 80% done, 90% done, and moving on and saying, oh, I'll just put this one and get it finished, and you know, I'll come back to it. So here, let me show you what I'm talking about. All these knives from here to here are knives that I put on the back burner. And you know, some are even sharp, like this one, you know, it's kind of got a sharpened edge, but it's never been really sharpened, just grinder sharp. Perfect knife, nothing wrong with it, except, you know, I wanted to move on to something else. Same with this. Look, yeah, I mean, these are all knives that I just, okay, I'll come back and finish them sometime. I think this was like one of my first 1095 Hamones, and since I didn't get a Hamone, I just moved on. Of course, you know, kitchen knife. The main thing is this, my friend, I've never even owned a real kitchen knife. My friend said, okay, you taper the handles. So of course I thought it meant fat to small, but he's like, no, it's got to be small to fat. So this goes on the back burner, never sharpened. Just needs a little bit of work. This just needs some hand sanding, you know. It's even got my logo on it and all that. All these, just a little bit of work needs to be done. You know, even the cleaver. You know, this is the last build I did. Both of these, not done, because I moved on and wanted to do another Hamone video with the W2. So I got these bad habits, finishing these to 95%, and then moving on to the next project and saying, oh, I'll come back and finish it, but I never do. Now, the only one I can justify is this one, because I'll be honest, I'm scared to try to even sharpen this. I did such an awesome job on this, but that recurve is just brutal, and I'm scared. You know, I tried with this knife, and you can see how I messed up the sharpening on it. Look how big that recurve is. That one and this one. I even did videos on how I tried it, but you can see I don't want to mess this knife up, so I set it on the pile to be finished. And it's probably one of my best knives. This one is sat so long it started rusting. This one, the last one I did, you know, I just came down yesterday. It looks great. Everything's fine, you know. Everything came out perfect. No gaps, no holes. You know, all I gotta do is cut the pins off and shape it. Then there's this. I've been working on this for 6 months. CPM 154, already hardened. Titanium, my first time working with titanium. Carbon fiber on the other side. Titanium backspacer. I got this far, it even works. You know, I just wanted to do other projects, which you think the friction folder would have came first. And of course, there's these two, or three. I got this one, the finish, which this was, you know, 95% done. I need to shape the handles on this one. On this one, all I did is recut my jig. I haven't even, oh, and I drilled the bolsters. These still need to be shaped and all that. But here I am, you know, I want to move on. I want to go to the next project and get this done and get that done. You know, which, before you see this video, you'll probably see my heat treat video, because I'm going to start on that tonight. My other big problem is, I don't know how to market and sell things. I've had these 5 knives on my website for months now. And even the 2 little small neck knives, they've been sharpened, they've been done, ready to go. Up on my website, I just can't seem to sell them because I don't know how to market anything. I mean, these knives are beautiful, you know, nice and sharp, cut like butter, ABL steel, everything's perfect about them. But I just can't get them sold because I don't know how to sell things. It's one of my biggest problems is I'm very antisocial. That's why I really love YouTube and the internet, you know. I learned computers, I got my degree in computers in '93, but became a carpenter, all this stuff, because I couldn't go out and find jobs and I couldn't go out and work here and there. I had friends give me jobs and I worked because I'm very introverted. have a hard time putting myself out there, and I can get all kinds of stuff done, you know. I can almost master everything, but I just can't get myself out there to do it, if that makes sense. Like, you see some guys that have good talent and a little bit of skills, but their networking and all that makes them, and you're just like, God, how did this guy get like this? How did he have so much stuff? I see all these knife makers sell knife after knife. All these musicians that just have album after album. All these people, but I just don't have that thing to go out and get it because I'm so introverted, I don't know how to do it, if that makes sense. I mean, I got all these knives over here are my personal knives that I keep because, you know, I find little defects on them. It took me 2 years. It took me 2 years of making knives before I even tried to sell one because I wanted my product perfect. I mean, all these things have just little defects, so I didn't want to even try to sell them, which most people would sell them. They'd be like, oh yeah, buy my knife, you know, and do all kind of marketing. I just don't know how to do that. You know, I put my website up. I do everything on the computer because I know computers and websites and all this. I just don't know how to connect with people, if that makes sense. Like they say, you can have the best stuff out there, but if no one sees it, it doesn't do anything. Here's my first D2 knife, I kept that. All this stuff, that's how I wear it. I'm hanging off my belt loop like that. Enough of the pity story or whatever. I'm just trying to do some reflection on what I need to work on and make myself better. And also, maybe there's other knife makers out there that are, you know, feeling the same thing, like, oh, you know, I'm putting all this time and effort and I can't get this done or I can't do that. So I think this week, after I do my heat treat oven video, I'm gonna try to finish maybe, let's see, well, I'm gonna try to finish this one, of course, the one I just been working on. You know, maybe I'll do these two too. I mean, these are basically finished. They just need Kydex sheaths and sharpened, really. I mean, you know, both are 95% done. I think that's my goal. Yeah, rusty, I can't believe I left this one so long it rusted. I even sharpened this point right here, which is pretty dangerous if your finger slips, but anyway, either way, by Friday I'm gonna put this video up, so hopefully I'll have 2 or 3 more knives done. I'm kind of trying to pressure myself into actually working and getting stuff done and finishing things and not moving on to the next thing before I finish one thing. It's just, I guess it's the OCD and the way my mind functions. I always want exciting. I don't want to slow down. Like in school, I got straight A's, you know. I got like 1480 on my SATs, but I didn't go to college because it was too boring. You know, I wanted to do everything my way. And now I'm trying to just reflect and step back, confront my problems, and hopefully I can get a few of these done. All right, so the next video should be my fail or my success. Here we go. So, Friday morning, about 5 a.m. I've been staying up all week till 4, 5, 6 in the morning, just working on these knives, hand sanding. I swear I've never done so much hand sanding in my life. Anyway, let's show you the progress. So here, my first wooden handle and steel bolster. Ta-da! There's a few minor things that need to be worked on, cleaning it up here and there. I want to sell it, but I don't think I am, because no matter how hard I tried, I just can't get those pins to go away. You know, they're shining through. I don't know if it'll be showed up on the camera, but right there's a pin and right there's a pin. Little blemishes like that, I just can't sell. I just can't feel good enough to put out there. You know, it's just something that I can't get to go away. I'll just have to make it. I do have some leather on the way, so I'm gonna try my first leather sheath. Let's get to the older knives first. I redid this one, hand sanded this handle. So I think I'm gonna try, I gotta do some Kydex. I was gonna try to do the Kydex tonight. Just have to do it today or something. Man, this one came out real nice. I had to re-dip it and re-sand, stone wash it, so that came out real nice. I think I'm just gonna do a sheath that comes like that along it, so you can just slide it out like that, slip it in. But we'll see. This one, I think I got to re-dip. I think I took too much off because you can't really see the hamon on it. I got a picture I'll put in here, a video. I had to take these pins down. I had to, you know, grind the pins down some to make it fit because this is so thin. See, these pins are sticking out too much, so I'm going to have to take them off and grind them down a little bit, and then countersink these handles so it'll fit in better. And then just clean up the blade, get the ammonia to come out more, and should be good. But this one's turning out pretty nice too. Feels real good in the hand. Now, to the new ones. Ta-da! It's carbon fiber. Someone told me, actually 2 or 3 people told me, when working with carbon fiber, put baby powder on. And it actually worked, you know, my hands aren't itchy like they were. But yeah, the front end comes down nice and even, comes in, everything's nice and smooth. I got a few touch-ups here and there, like right here's a little touch-up. But overall, it's looking real nice. It feels real good in the hand. And last but not least, boom! This one came out perfect too. I still got to take the hand sanding up and get this, because I've never used white G10 before. I've used gray, but man, this just picks up every little thing. But that marble carbon fiber looks real nice. Yeah, I got to still polish up the handles and polish up the blades and stuff. I think for this week I've done pretty good. Like I said, I've never hand sanded so much in my life. I didn't get to these at all. I think what I'll do from now on is just take some time, maybe like half an hour after my regular builds and all that, and just work on some of these older blades, get them done, instead of trying to do it all at once. I don't know what it is about me, that's another part of my personality. It's like all or nothing. I have to do everything at once or nothing at all. These are all these little things I'm trying to figure out, how to overcome them and work on and get everything working good. I figured out why my thermocouple got busted in the heat treat oven, if you watched that last video. This is a thermocouple that goes up to like, I think 2,500 Fahrenheit. The one I had in there before only went up to 1,800 Fahrenheit, maybe 1,850. So that means when I did like the CPM 154 and the ABL, it just cooked my thermocouple. So hopefully this will help to make it faster. And I also got that stuff to seal the door. So that'll be a little project to do. Here's my next big project. Well, let's do these two last. So, you can probably guess what this is, but... So anyway, I've been wanting a disc grinder for a long time. And I was like, man, 2 horse, because I got the VFD I took off my old grinder. And I was like, man, 2 horsepower motor is like $200. So I just got a 1 horsepower motor. So this just solved that problem. Now I just got to figure out where to put it. Under this is some aluminum, but I also got some aluminum on the way, so I'm going to build a table and a thing, and that should be my next project, a table. And of course, this is the 9-inch disc wheel, so that should be fun. Alright, let me get this put away. That's one thing I hate about shipping companies. It came to me, the motor was upside down, packed, you know, everything was busted up, but so hopefully the motor still works good. Next thing is, I ordered some leather. So I got like a leather kit. I'm still waiting for the leather to arrive. I've never tried to do a leather sheath or a leather handle. So that's what I'm gonna try to do for this one. Make a leather handle for, a leather sheath for it, leather handle. A leather sheath for it. Phew, that motor wore me out. I gotta find space. Maybe I'll put it where my little mini mill was for that disc grinder. I got about 3/4 of what I wanted to get done finished. I didn't get all the knives finished, and I didn't get the Kydex sheath for those 3 knives. I stayed up and I hand sanded it. My back was all jacked up leaning over hand sanding. Alright, next week I'm gonna hopefully have the metal and I'll start this disc grinder table. So that should be interesting. Like I said, I have the VFD from my old grinder, which is for a 2 horsepower, but from studying up on it, you can run like a 1 horsepower, as long as it will run on 230 or 220 or whatever it is, it will run no problem a 1 horsepower motor. I'm gonna save up and I'm gonna get a NEMA 4 for this too, because for the 1 horsepower you can actually run them on 110. and it'll convert it to 230, which will make it a lot easier to move around and plug in, and I don't have to worry about running 220s. Whew, I'm out of breath. Man, trying to get that motor packed in is getting me. All right, so I think that's about it. I just wanted to kind of reflect on, why I get some stuff done and why I don't get stuff done. And, sometimes I get down because I'm not selling as many knives as I thought I would. And see all these people putting up knives and selling. And it gets defeating sometimes, but I thought I'd just do this video to show, hey, you just got to keep at it. Things are going to get tough and things are going to knock you down and make it so you don't want to do them. You just got to stick to it and do it and get it. Push on. It's a hard thing to do sometimes. It's got to be done. Even stuff you enjoy gets hard sometimes. That's the only way to truly enjoy it, is when you see the finished product. I think after I build the disc sander, disc grinder table, I'm going to try to build a jig, because I've always done freehand grinding. So it'd be nice to try to build a jig to see what that's like. Everyone always asks me, oh, is it okay to use a jig? Yeah, it's great to use a jig, but I think you should learn how to freehand first. That way, if you have problems, say you want to do like 3/4 of it with the jig and then finish it out, and you have to know how to freestyle to do it. But I'm sure the jig's going to be some learning too. Thanks for watching. Please like, please comment, subscribe, share with your friends, do all that good stuff. Keep it up. If you're just into knife making, it gets better. At first, it's really hard, but it gets better. And there's always ups and downs. You just gotta ride out the downs and live high on the ups. It's kind of cliche, but hey, that's what life's all about. All right, take it easy.